All right, we're going to start standing up. As you see, I have my heavier weights at the top of my mat and my lighter weights and my ball just in the center. Just remember, listen to your body. If your body's wanting heavier weights today, just use them. If you're feeling a little fatigued, lower them or ditch them. It's up to you. All right, so let's get started. Standing up. It's my 1 sec here. There we go. All right. We're just going to keep our feet right on the floor, rooted, standing nice and tall. Let's start at our feet. Just rock forward and walk back. Yeah. Pick your toes up and then starting with the pinky toes, start to just roll them down. Try and do it maybe one toe at a time. Try that again. Just a little tricky. And then one last time. Spreading those toes, and then maybe rock side to side. Yeah, and then a little forward and back. Corner, corner, little circles. Just feel the foundation, feel the roots grounded, and then settle them right into center. Begin to squeeze those legs up to those hips, start to draw the belly in, then the shoulders lift and roll back. Bringing the arms by your side, take a breath, inhale, arms reach to the sky. And exhale, just let them float back to your side. Let's go again. Inhale, reaching out and reaching up. And exhale, take them back down. And this time, as they come up over your head, we're going to take our right hand to our left arm. We're going to pull it up towards the sky and then simply tip it over. So a little bit of a tug, up and then over. Beautiful. Inhale, rise back to the center and switch sides. So just circle that wrist and pull up towards the sky and then exhale, tip it over. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, let the arms come behind your back. Just put them together any way you're comfortable. Interlace or just connect them. Roll the shoulders back so your heart is nice and open. Soften the knees. Let's bring our belly to our thighs. And then kick the legs straight as you pull the arms towards the floor. Head hangs straight down. And then release just your hands. Let them hang down towards the floor. The knuckles are down. Your fingers are just loose, limp. Shake the head out. Yes, no. Ask yourself, how are you feeling today? Fantastic. And then reach for the lighter of your weights and then slowly begin to just roll up to stand. Fantastic. Inhale, the arms reach all the way to the sky. Exhale, just let them float right back down. That added weight makes a difference. Inhale, just lift them all the way up and then bring them all the way down slow. This should help you decide if these weights are good. Stay right here for just a moment and just a gentle tip, not too much. Come to the center and just a really easy tip the other way, not too much. Be careful. Coming all the way back to center, release those arms all the way down and move your legs out a little bit wider. Well done. Inhale, the arms come to the sky. Exhale, warrior two to the right side, right here. Back it up and warrior two once again. And back it up. And bring it down and back it up and bring it down. Right here, just circle back, 2, 3, and 4, and forward for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Back it up, pull down, press up, pull down, press up, pull down, press up, and then pull down and hold, press out and in for 4, and for 3, and for 2, and for 1, bring it all the way back up. Now bring it down, but this time just pull it in and out, in and out, and in and out. Just once more. Right here, bring it back to the center, turn to the front, and just lift up, 2, and 3. Push all the way to the sky, and then all the way down. Well done. Feeling that fatigue already in those arms. Flat back, take it down. And then flat back, just lift back up. As you go down and up, Draw the belly in, protect that lower back, just drop dead, just kind of dead weight, go down and then pull right back up. 2 more like that. Long spine and then come up and then just once more. Take it down and then bring it up. Inhale, arms come up, turning your foot to the left this time, warrior 2, and back it up. And warrior 2, and back it up. And warrior 2, and back it up. And this time warrior 2, hold, circle back for 4, for 3, for 2, and now forward, for 2, for 2, and 3, and 4. Back it up, and now bend the elbows. Pull down, press up, pull down, press up, pull down, press up, pull down, and hold. Press them out and in for 4, and for 3, and for 2, and for 1. Push them all the way up, pull them back down, and this time in and out for 4, and for 3, and for 2. Hold them center and turn to the front. Pulse up for 4, and for 3, and for 2, and for 1. Push them all the way up, and then all the way back down. Dead weight again, just drop down with a flat back, and then back to stand. Drop down with a flat back, and then back to stand. Believe it or not, this is just a little bit of a rest as we put those movements together, the primary movements in that sequence, and then coming all the way back up, turning your toe to the right. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, back it up, goalpost arms. Pull those arms to meet, open back up, press all the way up, turn your toe the other way, warrior 2. Back it up, goalpost arms. Pull them in, open wide, all the way up, and all the way down. Other side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, goalpost arms. Inhale, lift up, up. Pull those arms down. Now pull them in, open them up, come all the way up, turn the other way, warrior 2. Back it up, goalpost arms, and then pull in, all the way open, push them all the way up, and all the way back down. Turn the heels in and the toes out. Sit down as you pull the weights to your chin for 1, and for 2, and for 3, and for 4, and for 5, and for 6, and for 7. One more time. And then place the weights on top of those legs and sink nice and low. Pulling the shoulders back towards the hips, towards that back side of your mat. Pulse down for 8, and for 7, and for 6, and for 5, and for 4, for 3, for 2, and hold for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Now hold here. Goalpost arms. Tipping over side to side for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, for 6, for 7, and for 8. Back to the center. Turn your body. 1, 2, small range. 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Come back to center. Place the weights on top of those thighs. Pulse 8, 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, 4, and 3, and 2. Stand nice and tall. Oh my. Turning the toes to face forward. Slowly hinge halfway. So your back is nice and flat. As you come into this flat back, pause a moment. Push your hips back, your belly in, and your head forward. Lower the weights with soft elbows. Pull them out to the side for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4. We're getting stronger by the moment. And 2, last one, placing the right weight on the floor, head down, turn to the left and lift up the arm. Twist. Beautiful. Switching sides, bring that left hand down, grab the weight with your right, and then just make your twist and reach up. And then bringing it right back down. Release your weights, bring them with you as you rise back to stand. Fantastic. Let's step to the short end of our mat, keeping our light weights with us. Feel free to switch those weights anytime you'd need to. All right, so we're going to go ahead and place our weights on the floor and then come back to stand. Beautiful. All right, inhale, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, bow forward and reach for your weights. Bring the weights back up with you and press them to the sky. And then bring them down and place them on the ground. Rise to stand and reach the arms to the sky. And then come down and pick those weights back up. Lift them with you and press them up. And this time hold on to them as you pretend to place them on your mat. Hold them up and lift. Down, and last time, we're just going to pick them up and lift and hold, reaching to the sky, bending the knees, shift into chair pose. Right here. Hold right here. And then keeping chair with our legs, lower the weights and bring them back behind you. Palms face up, pulse up right here for 5, or 4, or 3, or 2, and then for 1. Bring them all the way back to stand and bring the right foot up. Bringing the weights to your heart, send the foot back, warrior 3. Fantastic. Releasing your weights towards the floor, push them back towards your hip and pulse for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, bringing them back forward, touchdown, crescent lunge, arms overhead. Fantastic. Just hold this crescent lunge. Go a little deeper. Now as you inhale, stand tall. Exhale, just bring the weights towards the floor and dip. Inhale, come up nice and tall. Exhale, dip low. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, drop low. Inhale, lift them up and drop low. And then this time, lift them up, slide them to your heart and step it forward. Well done. Inhale, reaching the weights to the sky, bring the left leg up. Dropping the weights to the heart, push the foot back, warrior 3. Find balance first. And then lower the weights and press them back to your hips as you pulse for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Prepare to step back to high lunge, crescent lunge. Arms come over the head. Hold here, focusing on your balance, focusing on your strength and your posture. Breathe. Perfect. Inhale, lift. Exhale, circle the arms and dip down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, go low. Inhale, lift. Exhale, go low. And inhale, lift. And exhale, go low. This time, lift up, bringing the hands back to the heart. Simply step it forward. Lower the weights to the floor. Place the hands down, step back to a plank pose. Hold your plank pose, drawing the belly in. Breath in, breath out. Maybe rock forward, rock back. Fantastic. Slowly lift the hips up, press back, downward facing dog. Enjoy this first down dog. Root your feet, root your hands. Let those arms be long, those legs be long, the belly in, the hips high. Create a little movement or stillness, whichever suits you the best this morning. Perfect. And then looking to the front of your mat, simply step there. Bring yourself up halfway and then fold right back down. Reaching for your weights, slowly lift them up and press them to the sky. And then bring them down and reach towards the floor. Bring them up and press to the sky. And then bring them down and reach towards the floor. Bring them up and press. Stay here, chair pose. Sink deep in lows. Let those weights drop down to the back, turning the palms to face back and pulse for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Bring them back over your head, standing and lifting the right knee up. Perfect. Lower the weights to your chest as you move back to warrior 3. As you find balance, release the weights behind you and pulse up for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Step back, high lunge. Bring the arms overhead and hold. This time we'll add a twist. So inhale, lift tall, exhale, open right. Inhale, lift tall, open left. Inhale, lift tall, open right. Inhale, lift tall and open left. Inhale, lift tall and open right. Lift tall and open left. We have just one more. Stay with me if you can. If you've had enough, that's fine too. Last one. Bringing both weights to the center, lower them to your heart and step it forward. Perfect. Bring the weights over your head and lift the left knee up. Fine, bring them down, the weights back down as you send the leg back to warrior 2, warrior 3. Perfect. Lowering the weights, press them back behind you and pulse up for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Crescent lunge, bringing the weights over your head. Take a moment to settle and stay still. Inhale, reach up and straighten. Exhale, open left. Inhale to center, exhale right. Inhale to center, exhale left. Inhale to center and exhale right. Inhale to center, exhale left. Inhale to center, exhale right. Last time, you got this. I know you do. And one more time. And then coming right back to center. Lower the weights to the heart and step it forward. Drop the weights towards the floor. Pick them back up and lift them to the sky. Lower them to the floor and lift them to the sky. And lower them to the floor and lift them to the sky. And last time, lower and hold. Release the weights to your mat as you step back to a plank pose. Holding your plank pose once again. Just keep that body tight and strong. Hips up, hips back, down dog. Fantastic. Easing towards your hands, bring the right foot towards the right hand. Drop the back knee all the way to the mat and take a moment to reach for the heavier of your weights. And then rise up to a low lunge, keeping your body upright and tall. So the low back knee and the hip and the shoulders are all stacked one on top of the other. Pull the elbows in towards your side and take bicep curls here for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, for 6, and for 7. Last time, halfway down, and then open them up and bring them into center. Open them, bring them into center. Open them and bring them into center, and open them and bring them in for 4, and for 3, and for 2. Hold them out, push them away for 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Rotate the weights and bring them to the floor. Tap the back toe underneath you. Pick the back knee up off the floor. Fire up that leg by squeezing the muscles from the top of your hips down to those heels. And then leaving that right weight on the floor, pick the right arm up. Bringing the right hand back down on top of that weight, step back to a plank. From plank pose, right knee, right elbow, left knee, right knee, left knee, right knee, left knee, right knee. One more. And then hips up, hips back, down dog. You can move your hands off of those weights and stay in downward facing dog. Breathe. Remember this, that Adho Mukha Savasana is a downward facing dog.
It is a powerful, powerful pose, placing you in an inverted position, engaging most muscles in your body. All right, so let's look forward and bring our left foot towards the left hand. Take your time, drop the back knee and root yourself. Reach for those weights once again. We'll repeat the sequence. So start with a stacked spine. Everything is one on top of the other. Open the weights. Let's lift for 8, 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and then halfway up, open and close. So open and close, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7. Take them open and push away for 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Rotate those weights and reach to the floor. Keeping the weights, hands on your weights, tuck the back toe and lift the knee off the floor. Strong back leg, feel that leg squeeze, your hips drop. Releasing just the left hand, lift it to twist. One more inhale. And then exhale, bring the hand back to the weight and step back to a plank pose. Creating a little extra space with these weights, bring the right knee across your body to the left side and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch for 4, and for 3, and for 2, and for 1, and then hips up, hips back, and move your hands off of the weights. Hold your down dog. Inhale long and strong. And how about a nice sigh out? That long, heavy sigh brings you deeper into this downward facing dog. One more time, big breath in. And a nice long sigh out. Fantastic. Bringing the heels off of the floor, bring your knees down to the mat. Inhale, drop the belly and lift the heart. Exhale, roll the spine right to the sky. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So lift the heart and then lift the spine. 2 more times. You know this, cat and cow. And lift, and one more time, just embracing the simplicity of this spinal movement. And then dropping to neutral, just take a couple nice circles using your shoulders, using your hips, everything. And then go the other way, just creating some really nice movement here. And then as you come back to the center, have a seat in child's pose. We're going to use this opportunity to take a little stretch. So right arm reaches through the left and gently press the shoulder towards the floor. If you want a little bit deeper for that upper arm, take that right hand and bring it up towards the left shoulder. If that's uncomfortable, keep it down. Perfect. Switching sides. Left arm goes under, shoulder drops. And only if you're comfortable, lift the hand up to your opposite shoulder. Feeling that stretch in that upper arm a little bit more. Perfect. Coming back into full child's pose. Roll yourself right back to tabletop position. And how about we grab that ball a moment? Placing the ball behind that right knee. And then dropping your forearms all the way down to the mat. Lifting that right leg up as high as your hip, flex your foot. And though as you're trying to press that ceiling or the sky away from you, just press and release for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, for 6, for 7. Hold it up at the top. Now a little dip over the other leg for 1, and for 2, and for 3, and for 4, and for 5, and for 6, and for 7, and for 8, now down and up, and then cross and up. So putting those two movements together, down and lift, cross and lift, down and lift, and cross and lift, down and lift, and cross and lift, and down and lift, and cross and lift, again, down and lift, and cross and lift, and down and lift, and then hold it up and pulse it for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, holding it at the top. Move your hands to the mat and press yourself up. Rotate your knee to face outward. Pull the knee towards your right shoulder. For 1, push it across your body. For 2, push it back and across. For 3, and for 4, and for 5, and for 6, and for 7, and then just halfway back so you're lined up with the other knee, drop and lift for 8, and for 7, and for 6, and for 5, and for 4, and for 3, and for 2, holding it up, bring it to shoulder, release it and drop it down. Lift up, shoulder, release, drop it down. Lift up, shoulder, release, drop it down. Lift up to the shoulder and drop it down. So lift and pull, drop it down, and just 2 more, just like that. Lift and pull, lower it down. Last time, lift and pull, lower it down, bring it back behind you and pulse up for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Let's put it down. Beautiful. Take that ball from your leg, bring it to the front. Sit back in child's pose a moment, hands on top of the ball. Big stretch. Feel a gentle stretch for those glutes. You probably noticed not only is the one that was working tight, but so is the one that was supporting you. So taking your hands to a stable surface, just push your hips to one side of your feet. Doesn't matter, one both ways. Just a little gentle push. And then over to the other side, push. And then back to the center to tabletop position. That right knee comes in. Make a little 7 here if you can, and back it up right into pigeon pose. And this is nice to have the ball right in front of you because you can rest your forehead right on it. And just allow that deep stretch on the right. Fantastic. All right, so back it up. Turn your whole body around to the backside of your mat. Keep the ball with you. Come into that nice Janu Shavasana for a moment. We're going to take that right leg that we've been working, bring it on top of the left. We're going to take the ball right behind our lower back. We're going to lean back and lift that leg. And once you're here, we're going to start to lift and push that leg away from your body. Just a little deeper stretch. Fantastic. Bringing your foot to the floor in front of you. Keep that ball tucked underneath your lower back and cross the arms over your chest. Lift and lower for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4. Slow, controlled. And 1 more. And then let's take it up, reach towards your foot, and then pull the elbows back. Just reach forward, pull it back. Just reach forward and pull it back, and reach forward and pull it back. For 4, and for 3, and for 2. And then as you come all the way up, extend the left leg. Take that right one back into that figure 4 position, that Janu Shavasana. Anchor the left leg to the mat, bring the arms to the sky and bow forward. Inhale, send your chest forward. Exhale, bring your chin down.
And then taking a nice side stretch, take the right hand behind you and then bring your hips right off of the floor and take a big stretch, pulling the hips away from the floor. And then to transition back, just bring that left hand down, pick that right knee up and swivel it back around and walk back to tabletop position. Well done. Taking that ball behind the left leg. Squeezing it tight, drop to your forearm and lift the leg up. Flexing the foot, lift and lower. For 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and hold it at the top, a little dip across for 8, and for 7, and for 6, and for 5, and for 4, and for 3, and for 2. And now let's lift it down and up, and then across, and down and up, and across, down and up, and across, and down and up, and across, down and up, and across, and down and up and across. Just 2 more right here, down and up and across, and then down and up and across. Take it up and pulse it for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and hold it. Walk to your hands. Bring the leg out towards the side, bring it towards your shoulder. For 8, push it across. For 7, push it back. For 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, and 2. This time just push it back to neutral, right to the side and drop and lift. For 8, for 7, for 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Holding it up to the shoulder, to center and down. Lift and shoulder, down. Lift, shoulder, center, down. And lift, shoulder, center, down. 4 more. Lift, pull, release, drop. Lift, pull, release, drop. Lift, pull, release, drop. Last one, lift and pull, and then rotate that knee, bring that foot back up and pulse for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, lower the knee and remove the ball. Bring the ball to the front and sit back in a child's pose. Maybe placing your hands on the ball. And then rooting your hands to the floor for a bit of stability to shift your hips side to side. Perfect. And then rolling up to center, bringing that left knee forward, forming that little figure 7 or 4, and just drop the back leg back a little deeper, pigeon pose. Using that ball for a little pillow, just rest. Let's back ourselves up and then turn yourself to the back. Right into that figure 4 or Janusharasana position. Place that ball back behind you. And then leaning back, just take that left foot over the right and bend the knee. And once you have it in a comfortable position, we're going to pull ourselves forward and push that leg, that elbow into that knee and just take a little deeper stretch. Fantastic. Placing the foot on the floor, bring the hands in the front of the chest. Make sure that ball is positioned comfortably. Crossing those arms. This time we'll lift and twist. So right shoulder, left side. Let's go lift, twist, and drop. Other side, twist, and drop, and 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 twist, and drop. For 4, and twist, and for 3, and for twist, and for 2, and twist. Last one, both ways. Fantastic. And then slowly draw yourself all the way up. Extend the right leg
and place that left foot in Janu Shavasana positions, seated down, head really high. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, bow forward. Inhale, send your heart forward. Exhale, bring your chin down. And then taking your left arm, circle it up and around. As it touches the floor behind you, just lift off the floor to a side stretch. And then take that top arm and push it towards the floor as you just pivot your knees back to center tabletop position. From here, move your ball underneath your pelvis. Bring your forearms to the floor. Your ball is going to just rest right below your belly button. And we're going to go into a low plank. So rather than put all the weight on that ball where you're not working, I want you to lift so you barely feel it, if at all. It's hovering over the ball. From here, we're going to push our feet into the floor and rock forward. Pull the heels back and rock back. Come forward and rock back. Come forward and rock back. Last time, come forward and rock back. Start to bring the hips towards the sky. And then move your legs in a little more, walk them in to a dolphin pose. Hold. Dolphin pose is a really great stretch for those triceps while still getting the benefits of downward facing dog. And then moving your hands to the mat, push up to down dog. Placing your feet as wide as your mat. Just move your ball out of the way for now as you reach your right hand to your left ankle. Give it a gentle pull and lift underneath that arm. And then switching sides, just reach, pull. And then back to down dog. Walking your feet back into the center. Slowly walk forward, just a little bit at a time, into a standing fold where you'll reach for your ball and bring it with you as you stand nice and tall. Fantastic. If you wish, face forward, it does not matter. Keeping the ball in your right hand, take your left leg out to the side, your left hand on your hip and the arm up overhead. Bring standing crunches, bring the ball and knee to touch right in the center and reach, and down and reach, and down and reach, and down and reach, down and reach, down and reach. One more time, and then hold it right here. Start to shift your weight and tip it over. Bring the lower arm to the ball, and then stand back to center and bring your feet together. Taking that left foot out, hand to waist, ball in opposite hand. Go again for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, and for 2, and for 1. Shift your weight and then tip it over. Extend that lower arm to the ball. Step back to center. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, tip. Inhale, lift tall. And exhale, tip. And then coming back to the center, leave the ball in the right hand. This time lower the left halfway and bring that leg out. Same thing. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Here's 6. Here's 7. And then hold here, shift the weight and tip it over even deeper. And then slowly step to center. Everything comes to center and switch sides and go again for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, and for 3, and for 2, and for 1. Shift that weight and tip it over. And bring everything back to the center. And tip once again, side to side. And over to the other side. And then coming back to center, lower the ball right in front of your chest. Sit in chair pose. Perfect. Now let's take your right foot behind you. So your left foot is forward. Move up a little bit. Good.
Now pull this ball over to that left side and dip. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. Once more, and release, step forward. Put that ball between your legs, sit down in chair pose. Move those feet in and squeeze that ball tight. Hold right here, and then pulse down for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, hands to heart. Breathe in, twist to the right. Chair pose. Squeeze that ball in and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hands to heart. Take a breath. What's left? Chair pose. And then lower the hands to the ball and release it and stand. Perfect. All right, this time let's step the right foot back. So the left foot is forward. Push that ball away from you, dip and pull it towards your side for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, and for 6, and for 7, and for 8. Step forward and release. Well done. Back to the front of our mat. Just take your ball and place it down. All righty. Root those feet to the floor. Hit nice and tall. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, open wide and bow forward. Inhale to a half fold. Reach for the floor, step back to plank. Take 1 breath in plank. Exhale, either drop the knees or chaturanga down. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches up. Exhale, bend the knee and open it up. Inhale, straighten it. Exhale, bring it forward and put it down. Bend the back heel, root and lift, warrior 1. Open up to warrior 2. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, side angle, extend it and reach. Inhale, peaceful warrior. And exhale, hands touch down, step back to plank. 1 breath in plank, exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Exhale, bend the knee and open. Inhale, straighten it. Exhale, pull it in and put it down. Bending the back heel, rise to warrior 1. Exhale, open up to warrior 2. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Pull that top shoulder back. Breathe in. Let it go. Inhale to a peaceful warrior. And then exhale, touch down with the hands and step back to plank. 1 breath in plank. And exhale, chaturanga or drop the knees. Inhale the cobra. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, right leg comes high. Exhale, bend and open it up. Inhale, straighten it. Exhale, bring it forward and spin the back heel. Root down as you rise. Open up to warrior 2. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended a side angle. Inhale, peaceful warrior, or let's turn it into a peaceful triangle. And then exhale, triangle pose. Looking down at your right foot, bring the left hand behind your back. Soften the knee, reach down towards the floor with your fingertips and step forward. From here, reach for one of your weights. Hold it on its head and step forward once more and lift to half moon pose. Lifting the top arm all the way up. With this little added space, we have room to rotate our body to face forward. Maybe your gaze can leave the floor and move a little towards the left. Fantastic. Looking back towards the floor, start to go back to touch down. Bring the weight with you and release it. Slowly lift to warrior two. Take your peaceful warrior and then bring hands to the floor. Take your back foot, step it out to the side and in, and then pull your front leg straight, bow forward. Flatten out the spine and reach for a weight again. Doesn't matter which one, just place the head down and place your hand on top. By the big toe, lifting away from your leg, turn your body toward the right and lift the arm up, revolve triangle. Once again, lots of space to turn here. And we're going to challenge a little bit. Bring the top hand back down to your back. Bring your eyes down to the floor. We're going to move this weight forward and step in for a revolved half moon pose. So step forward and seek balance. Then begin to lift the back leg up and turn your body to the right this time, lifting the arm. A little extra challenge. And then slowly soften the front knee. We're going to move back. So step back and bring the weight with you. And then release it right to the floor as you lift to warrior one. Open up to warrior two. And then cartwheel your arms to downward facing dog. Stay here. Now, that was a loaded sequence. So let's take that loaded sequence to the other side. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, bend the knee and open it up. Inhale, straighten it. Exhale, pull it forward and put it down. Bending the back heel, make sure you have a weight nearby. Rise to warrior one. Open to warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended a side angle. Inhale, peaceful warrior, turning it into a peaceful triangle, and then slowly moving into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Find space from fingertip to fingertip. Fantastic. One more inhale. Exhale, bring the top hand to the lower back and your eyes to the floor. Soften the knee, reach for your weight, and step it forward. Find your way into a half moon pose here. Hand on the weight. Lifting the arm up when you are ready. Playing with your gaze a little and seeing if perhaps you can look towards the right this time. Prepare to touch back down, so soften the back front knee and step back. Just release that weight down and come up to warrior two. Inhale to a peaceful warrior. And then exhale back to warrior two. Turn your body towards the front, reach for the floor, and bring that back foot in and out. Perfect. Parsvatasana, it's just a my mind is blank. Pyramid pose. Take the weight in your right hand this time. All right, take that left hand, push the weight away from you and revolve your triangle first. So right here, revolve it. And then we're going to move this revolved triangle to a revolved half moon pose. So let's leave out that top arm for a minute by just resting it on your back. Bring the eyes to the floor, bend the front knee, and step forward with both the front hand and the back foot. When you're ready, lift the leg up and then slowly rotate towards the left, picking the arm up. Tricky, tricky. And then soften the knee. Let's return, step back and bring the weight in. Just drop the weight and lift all the way up to warrior one. Open up to warrior two, and then simply cartwheel the hands back down to center. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, drift forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, the cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Well done. Stepping to the front of your mat in a crisscross leg position. One leg crosses in the front and have a seat. Well done, you guys. Here we are. Come up nice and tall. Let's take a breath. Get that spine tall, get the sitting bones rooted. If you need to move the flesh to root deeper, do that. Whew. Keeping your spine nice and tall, just twist either way. One hand goes to the opposite knee, the other one behind you. And then with that tall spine, just look over your back shoulder. And then bring the back arm to the opposite knee. So the arms are crisscrossed. And then releasing the hands from the knees, move your arms around each other into eagle arm. Just feel the stretch that happens in this pose. Close your eyes, just breathe. Perfect, and then release the arms out wide and float them down. Let's go the other way. So the opposite way, just reach for the knee and reach for the floor behind you. Push the floor away to keep that posture tall, and then just press and look over the back shoulder. And then bring the back arm to the other knee. And then releasing the hands from the knees, arms cross and wrap around each other. Elbows come as high as your shoulders and close your eyes or bring them to a soft gaze. Just feel the stretch, feel the breath. Perfect. And then releasing the arms out wide. Bring the feet to the floor. Fall back into Navasana boat pose. Legs straight or bent, arms out or bring them in. Support or not support. And then hands behind the knees as you release. Grabbing the ball, place it between your knees and make the wave to center. Well done. Bringing the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, pull the elbows towards the floor, and use your inner thighs and the outer thighs as one and squeeze that ball. Now lift the knees and your upper body to center and then touch down. Lift and touch down and 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 lift and touch down. Squeeze tight and release. Squeeze tight and release. Just two more here. And then on the last one, stay up. Everything's up. Now take your right elbow towards the left knee, left elbow towards the right, back to the center, and then lower down. Let's go again. So twist right and then twist left, return to center and drop down. Again, twist right, twist left, return to center, drop down. Right and left, return to center. Let's go the other way, left and right. Left, then right, lift center, put it down. And left and right, reach center, put it down. Left and right, lift center and put it down. And left and right, lift center, push it down. Rest on the floor, tap your toe to the floor and lift it back up. Here's one, here's two, here's three, here's four, and here's five, and here's six. So much going on in that lower body. One more time, and lower your feet all the way down. Removing your hands and placing them by your side. Prepare for bridge pose. So we're still engaging the inner thighs here. And remember, we're doing that by pushing from the outer thighs. So your legs stay parallel. So move everything, squeeze tight, and then begin to lift to bridge. So inhale, thighs, hips, belly float in the upward motion. And then the shoulders need to tuck under to create a little more space and lift it just a little higher. Squeezing that ball really tight. Take the right leg and extend it out. Hold right here for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, switch legs, extend and hold for 4, for 3, for 2, and switch again. Extend and hold for 4, for 3, for 2, and drop left side. Extend and hold 2, 3, 4, drop down. Lift to even higher and give me little pulses for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, lower down. Remove the ball from the legs, Bring the ball over your head and extend the legs out long. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, lift to the sky, begin to fall back and then roll the spine the rest of the way. Inhale, peel off the floor. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, fall back, then roll back and let it go. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, roll back. Let it go. Let's go one more time. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, reach forward. And then take it back down. And let it go. Right leg comes up as you touch the ball. And then release left. And right. And left. All right, this time right leg comes up and stays. Lower the ball, bring the left arm up and there, and place the ball between your ankles or your feet, where you can squeeze it tight and bring your hands behind your back. Good. Squeezing tight, lower and lift this ball at your level. So as you lower, you can lift the head and look at the ball, or you can keep the head on the floor. Your choice. Just lower and then lift. And lower, and then lift, and lower, and then lift, and lower, and then lift. Let's go 4 more. Here's 4, and lift it up. Here's 3, and lift it up. Here's 2, and lift it up. And then one more time, we're going to leave it up and take those arms out to the side. Go ahead and create really big circles. So dropping the ball to one side and around and back up and around and back up and around, and then reverse your direction 3 times. Dropping, circling, lifting, dropping, circling and lifting, and drop it, circle it and lift it. Drop the ball into your hands and release, bending your knees to the floor, release that ball. Well done, you guys. Take your feet as wide as your mat and tip them over to one side. Just let that stretch happen. And then roll over to the other side. And then return to center, where we'll bring our right leg in and straight to the sky. Reach the hand up that leg as far as it will go and just pull the leg towards you. Feel free to flex for a moment to lengthen those muscles and then point to shorten them. And then just rotate that ankle in a circle both ways. And let's move it out wide. We did some inner thigh. Let's give it a nice stretch. Just squeezing that ball is enough to work those inner thighs. As you push this out to the side, pull your toe towards your knee. Feel those muscles lengthen, and the change is subtle in that stretch. And then relax the foot back. Bring it back to the center. Pull the knee towards the floor to a happy baby. Reaching for your foot, bring it across your chest, and the other knee comes in to meet it. Sleeping pigeon. Both legs are flexed, feet are flexed. And create a little movement, a little rock side to side. Perfect. Lowering your foot to the floor, turn your knee in towards you. Reach for your ankle. You're just going to roll to your left, and we're just going to pull this knee right behind us, just stretching out that quadricep muscle. Did a lot of dips and lunges today, chair poses. And then find your way right back to the center. Bringing the left knee in, straighten the leg in once again, the same thing. Just slide your hands up that leg, keeping your hips rooted to the floor, gently pull in, and then flex and point, circle out of the way, and take it wide, all the way out. As you come out wide, just pull the toe towards your knee. Feel that change and then relax it. And then bring it back to the center, reaching for your ankle. Just pull the knee towards the floor, happy baby. Reaching for the foot, pull it across your chest And bring the opposite knee in to touch. Flex your feet and enjoy that little stretch with a little bit of movement today. Fantastic. Drop the right foot to the floor, turn your left knee in, just lift and reach for your ankle, turn to your right, and just take a moment to pull the leg back behind you. Slowly release and find your way right back to the center. Or you'll just take your arms out wide, put the soles of your feet together for just a moment and let the knees just drop. Place your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your belly. Honor the breath, movement, your body with your breath, the rise, the fall. And slowly just let the hands move to your side. The knees come together and your legs extend long, right into this beautiful Shavasana. A well-deserved pose after a active class today. So pay attention to your shoulders, allow them to spread wide and drop down. Your hips to just sink. Your toes and your fingers be free to move, no tension. And release any stress you might be carrying around your jawline, your eyes, your mouth. By just imagining your bones, your muscle just kind of falling away from your bones, taking all the stress and tension with it. And then listen to the quietness of your breath. The inhales and the exhales moving together as one. And to create a little movement in the fingers and the toes. And then slowly bring the knees to your chest. And then make your way to side. And up to easy pose. As you come into easy pose, bring the hands to the heart and bow your head. Just close the eyes, breathe in and breathe out. Remember, just by showing up to your mat today, you've become a bit stronger. You set your day up for success and honored yourself. So let me end today with just those beautiful words of Namaste. May the light within me honor that big, beautiful, brilliant light within each and every one of you. Namaste.